feels hard, it's because it is hard. We are in a once in a century pandemic. We're also in a once in 75 years economic downturn, recession, and a once in a half century level of civil unrest in reaction to racial oppression. So if it feels like a lot, it's because it's a lot. And I think that what we also recognize is that the hard thing, the additional difficulty of the pandemic, right, is that a lot of the social connections that we would rely on that are healing, right, that make such a difference, we're not able to access in the same way as we have before. You know, you're not able to just go over to your BFF's house and hug it out and then go about your business, right? Like, and so I think that makes it more difficult. And some of the things that we actually did, that my office did, was we actually created the Surgeon General's playbook for stress relief during COVID-19.
Awesome.
Yes, so it's available on at covid19.ca.gov. And we really just took a lot of the research about things like mindfulness and exercise and sleep, you know, having good sleep hygiene, and the importance of social connectedness, even if it isn't in person, but you know, by phone or checking in, you know, by text, or doing that Friday night cocktail and Zoom, right? I don't want to encourage use of substances, but you know, those things that they make such a difference, and really having that awareness of tuning in to see how we're doing, and also recognizing, you know, in the same way that I think many parents are recognizing that when their kids are doing distance learning and they're trying to work, they're not going to be as productive, right? So we have to adjust our expectations about what we're going to accomplish right now. I think similarly, we have to recognize that with all that's going on, we have to be aware and kind of tune in that, yeah, this is going to affect me, and not only be, you know, extra thoughtful about putting those supports into place. And this is why, I mean, I think right now, mindfulness, for me, my mindfulness practice is more important than ever. And I definitely feel the difference in my body when I'm like, oh, I've been so busy, I've been so crazed, and I haven't done my practice, and then getting back into it and feeling like, oh, you know, and having those, I think this is where I really feel like, especially mindfulness as a self-care intervention right now is so important, because it's so accessible to us right now, wherever we are at any time. But recognizing whatever those self-care practices that are most effective for someone. For some people it's art, for some people it's music, you know, exercise is so important. Like all of these things, just really, you know, ramping up that self-care routine, I think, is so important.